Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here today at Book Blather. If you're new here, I'm Dave, this is Olive, and we talk about books of all types to help spread the joy of reading. Except in October, where we mostly talk about Halloween books. But real quick, we want to thank, Saturday we had our 1K subscriber live stream, and we want to thank everybody that came out and joined us, and those of you that watch it afterwards. As always, we appreciate your time and your support, and we had a great time, so thanks to everyone for coming out. So today what we're doing is we're recapping week 2 of our Halloween series. So if you don't know, what we do in October is we read a pretty short Halloween book each week, and then we usually try to supplement with either a short story or part of a novel, an ongoing novel. But this one's going to be a short one because we read a book this week, but it was a busy week, we didn't have time to supplement. So we are just going to be talking about that one book. And that book is Halloween Fiend by C.V. Hunt. So this was published by Grindhouse Press in 2019. C.V. Hunt is the publisher of Grindhouse Press, but Hunt has also written a bunch of books on her own. And this is our first time trying Hunt, and we are really glad that we did. We really, really enjoyed this book. So what this book is about is this is a great Halloween book. This is set in sort of an unnamed town that is isolated, and the people seem to be trapped there. And it follows our main character, Barry, who is a middle-aged guy living with his dad. And he's sort of down on his luck. He works at the local supermarket, and he is harassed by this not-so-friendly sheriff. And based on what I described so far, this book actually has a very similar theme to a book that we've talked about before called Dark Harvest, which is a more well-known Halloween book by Norman Partridge. That one is kind of well-known, received some accolades, but this is the same sort of setting where you have this unnamed town. The people don't seem to be able to leave the town. They have their own special ritual and their own Halloween monster, and there's a overbearing, not so nice sheriff in the town that plays a central part. And so the two stories are very similar that way. I'm not sure if the parallels are intentional. I'm sure Hunt read Dark Harvest, and so I suspect the parallels might be to sort of provide some kind of allusion or reference to that book, but I don't know. And it follows it follows our character Barry, and in this town, there is this monster by the name of Halloween. And Halloween, every night, all the people who for some reason are not able to leave this town, they all leave treats out. After the sun goes down, people don't go outside, and they leave treats outside on their porches for Halloween to keep Halloween happy. Except on actually Halloween, where there is a very special ritual that the whole town takes part in, that is part of like a festival, they say. And so Barry, we follow Barry, who's he's got his family has a little bit of a history with Halloween, and the sheriff in the lead up to the festival, the sheriff is really giving him a hard time, and it's a really good Halloween story. It was good fun, and it was very Halloween-y, and it was a nice scary ride. So so a couple things about it. The writing was really good. Hunt is, like I said, it was our first experience with Hunt. Hunt is a really good writer. Only one little nitpicky thing, which is Hunt is by far not the only writer that does this, but like very sparing use of commas, which I think makes the text not flow as well. Now, as a matter of opinion, as a lot of people will tell you that commas are simply a matter of style, and there are no rules for using commas. I am of the mentality that there are grammatical conventions for comma use, and it's better if you follow those because it makes the writing flow better. So that, it just kind of irks me when I see that those sort of conventions not being followed, which I see a lot. So matter of opinion and very nitpicky comment, admittedly. But other than that, the writing was really, really good. Hunt writes really well. And the story was very engaging. You know, it's short. It's a novella, so there's not a ton to it, but there was a lot packed in there in a very short amount of time. Hunt did a really good job of creating this unique little world, for kind of similar to Dark Harvest. This unique little unnamed town that has its own practices and rituals, and the imagery was really good. Hunt created some real nice imagery in this story. So like when Barry was having a conflict, like you actually got angry, you know, when in the scenes where you saw Halloween, it was actually scary, you know, it was really good. Especially even like right until the very end, there was some really cool original imagery, you know. So the only thing was that the ending was a little weird. The ending was a little corny, and so it was a little comical, and the rest of the story wasn't. So it kind of didn't quite seem to fit the ending. It seemed like a weird ending for after the rest of the story, but it was fine. You know, it gave you a chuckle, and you know, it's so, you know, it's a short Halloween tale, so it was fine. It was funny, but yeah, there was a great story. If you're looking for this very Halloween-y, which is what we're always looking for in these books when we do our Halloween series. Some end up being more Halloween than others, but this was very Halloween-y, and it was a nice, fun, scary ride that gave you a little laugh at the end. So it was really good. We would recommend this book. This, I have to say, this Halloween Fiend is one of our probably one of our more enjoyable Halloween reads that we've had so far. So we would recommend picking this up. It's very short. You read it very quickly, and yeah, it's a good read for the season. So I guess that's about it. Halloween Fiend by C.V. Hunt. Let us know if you've read this, or you know, I don't hear much about this book. I hope more people start reading it, because it's a fun one for the season. So, but let us know if you've read it, or if you think you might read it. We'd be happy to hear about it. Let us know what you're reading for Halloween, if you have any special Halloween reads. Or, as always, if you don't have anything substantive you want to say, you can always leave Olive a puppy emoji, or a pumpkin, or a ghost, or a witch, to help spread the joy of the season. She always likes to see those. Right, Olive? You always like to see the emojis, right? So, all right. Happy Halloween, everyone. We'll see you very soon. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.